Yeah.
Hey guys, Dr. John here. Thought I'd show you some of my dive gear. So we talked about the difference between open water and cave gear. So this is my cave gear. That's my open water gear. So a lot of difference, right? So first thing you might notice is the dry suit. Caves, we're gonna do longer dives. My longest dive so far is 3.5 hours. So you get cold, we wanna wear a dry suit. So you have to be dry suit certified. These are my doubles. These are double 98 steel tanks. This is my oxygen deco tank. These are side mount tanks that I can wear in addition to the doubles. So these are all steel tanks. These are Faber high pressure 104s. I have this a little wrist slate that I wear. That way I can write down stuff to my dive buddy. There's a stage regulator. There's regulators for each post on the doubles. So that way you have double redundancy, and this makes my triple redundancy, plus the oxygen tank, but typically this is left at the beginning of the cave. So I also have a bottom timer and a dive watch. My current watch is also a bottom timer. It tells me how deep and how long I've been. So if my computer breaks, I have backup. Nitrox tables for the gases that I'm breathing. I have Dive Dan insurance. This will help me out if I ever get bent or have an emergency. These are my 3 lights that I carry. That's 2,000 lumens. The typical open water light you have is going to be 200 or 300 lumens. This is my original dive light that I had 20 something years ago. It's 2 motorcycle batteries lined up together with a halogen car battery or a car light. I love it. I don't dive with it. It was the easiest to fix. I could fix it myself. So really cool. All right, so other differences. Cave divers are going to use short fins that have a lot of pressure behind them. I can outswim a sea turtle with these. Whereas you can see with the open water fins, they're going to be a lot less substantial. You can dive with a VCD, a vest VCD, or a wing and back plate. That's my preferred. With a single tank adapter, you're going to have one scuba tank, 1 regulator with open water. This is my original wetsuit that I still wear when I do open water diving from high school. My original 3 mil surfing wetsuit. This is just another open water regulator setup. So you have your pressure gauge, your depth gauge, this goes to your VCD for inflating, for buoyancy, and 2 regulators. You have 2 in case one breaks. On this setup, I have 3. And so again, there's another wing. This has 55 pounds of lift. And then I can strap in all of my lights. I also have a depth gauge here, a backup depth gauge, and then cookies and cave arrows. If I need to jump onto a side passage, I can use the cave arrows and a cookie on the main line to tell someone I went in. It has my last name written on there. One thing I didn't mention is these are little stirrups for the feet, and that makes sure that with your dry suit you don't have air going into your feet and you have an uncontrolled amount of air going into your feet. I always carry, when I do a cave dive, I carry 2 masks. Lastly, before I dive, I always check my oxygen. It tells me how much oxygen is in these tanks, whether it's 32%, 21%, 30%. You can't always believe the dive shop. So, and I guess one more thing, I have my reels here. This is the jump finger reel, and this is for exploration. This is 400 feet. This is 150 feet of line. So you'd use this to go from open water to the main line, or from the main line to a side passage. This would be used for exploration. So a lot different in gear. And I'm just using basic cave diving gear. I'm not trying to do deep dives past 110 feet. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. There's a giant difference between this and this. If you're open water, you don't have the right gear to do cave diving. Please, please, please stay out of caves if you're not trained. All right, thank you. Have a great day.